Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Waihiga. This is the mental wellness channel with Waihiga. If you're new here, I hope that you stick around and take a listen to what I have to share. Today, I want to talk about what to do in your life when you feel stuck and what life is really about. If you're in your 20s, in your 30s, let us have a conversation. I know what it feels like to be in your late 20s, your early 30s, maybe you're in your early 40s, and you still do not understand what is the purpose of life. As children, when we got into high school, our whole life was scheduled for us. You went to school, you had swimming practice, you had basketball, you had this, you had that, you had piano lessons. You had stuff to do. You played with other kids in the playground. Your friend circle was pretty easy to get into. You made friends with the people that were around you in your neighborhood or at school or at church. But when you get to university is that place that really tests you, because the things you learned at home, you really get to practice in university. Many of us did not make it through university. I dropped out in my second year of university because I'm an alcoholic in recovery now, but I was really drinking a lot. So my drinking overtook reading books and sticking with the program, which is my degree. I was also living away from home, so all that freedom was just really hard to harness. After university and after dropping out, I went through a wilderness where it was just oblivious drinking. I know that's not many people's story. It's my story. But there are many times I could have died. Many times I should have died. But God saved my life. I got sober in 2017 and God separated me from alcohol. I went back to school in 2018 and I graduated in 2020 with a degree in journalism. And after that, I thought, yippee yay. Now I'm just going to carry on with life. I'm getting onto the life train and we're just going to keep going. Choo, 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 choo. That is not what happened. You look around and people that you were in school with, people you grew up with, people you were in high school with, some are dead. Some are CEOs. Some are millionaires. Others have just fallen off the grid completely and you don't know what they are. Maybe they're like me. Maybe they're struggling alcoholics or addicts. And then you wonder, what happened? What happened to this picture that we had of this picture perfect life? Because I remember at 15 having a very know-it-all idea about how my life was going to go. I was going to go to the University of Cape Town. I was going to study drama. I was going to graduate from the University of Cape Town by 22. I was going to book auditions in South Africa. And then I was going to do a show called Jacob's Cross. And from Jacob's Cross, I was going to do a show called MTV Sugar. I did get on MTV Sugar. Then I was going to go to LA, Los Angeles, and beat the pavements until I got my opportunity to be in an Oscar award-winning movie in which it would be starring me, and I would be the first African or second African, leading woman to get my own Academy Award. That was the plan. And then I would be married at 27. I would have all my kids, and by 30, I was closing the shop. So by 30, I have bought my house. I live in LA. I live in Bel Air. And yeah, I got my husband. I've got my kids, my 3 kids. I didn't want 2. I wanted 3. So 2 boys and 1 girl. My husband and my Oscar. And then a Tony. So I'm an EGOT. A Tony, a Grammy, an Oscar, and what's the other one? A Tony and an Emmy Award, of course. And I was just going to be one of those Black African queens that everyone raised up high and was like, oh, Waihiga Mutero, do you know about her? Yeah, and I was going to prove all the haters wrong. That's not what happened. That's not what happened with my life. I developed alcoholism, became an alcoholic, whatever that means. God saved me from death so many times, too many to count. I went from literally being a drunk in a ditch and drinking in sewage, in open sewers, to someone who went back to school, finished her degree, and is now living a somewhat respectable, normal life. But there's still these backups and these plans that I have. Oh my gosh, when am I going to get married? Oh my gosh, when am I going to get a job? Oh my gosh, when am I going to do this? When am I going to buy my house? Time is ticking, and I'm behind schedule. I need to catch up for all the years I messed up. I need to catch up for all the years I drank into oblivion. I need to catch up. And then that's when God has just been telling me, slow your roll. First of all, the way the world works today is not the way the world worked when our parents were getting jobs and graduating from university. Education is key. Education is the key to success. What Nelson Mandela said back in the day, get a really good education and you can go anywhere in the world. That does not apply today. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It does not apply today. How come we are so many people, graduates, master's degrees, sitting at home, lying in bed, application after application after application after application, not getting jobs? Second thing, a degree is the minimum. It's the minimum entry level of a job into any industry, except for like the arts or something, or those practical kind of industries. A degree is what you need to open that door. And then, so you get into this fix of education, because education worked for our parents. Of course it did. And they were practically being thrown jobs at them when they were leaving university. That's not the same thing for us. Even looking for and getting an internship, a paid internship, it's not the same ball game. You cannot find a paid internship as a graduate. And I'm talking about Kenya, where I'm from, where I'm currently recording this. Kenya, Nairobi. It's really difficult. I don't know how the global village is looking, but I suspect it is the same. Employers are pinching pennies. People do not want to pay. People don't want to pay for interns. People don't want to pay for entry-level jobs. And yet you have to pay rent. Yet you have to pay food. Yet you have to pay transport. And yet inflation keeps getting higher and higher. And yet your salary is not getting bigger and bigger. And even if you have that job, they can replace you in a second. I think that we are being distracted by the wrong things. If you have a job, great. If you don't have a job, put all your focus on Jesus Christ. Take all your pain, take all the time that you have, put it into this book. Because we will forever be distracted with bills, forever be distracted with having a roof over our heads, forever be distracted about making more money, or making money, or having something to eat. But if you truly believe in God, if you truly believe that you're not alone in this world, that you were made by something, you were made by God, and that your Creator has your best interests at heart, where you sleep, what you wear, what you eat will be provided for by your Creator. But you must seek your Creator. I believe that life is an obstacle course. It's a series of circumstances and events that are trying to get our attention. And through these circumstances and events, they either pull us closer or further apart from God. And I've decided to draw nearer to God. because I've looked for solutions. You know, I'm a thinker. I think a lot. That's why I drank the way I did, because I'm always thinking. But there are certain problems you just cannot think yourself out of. And when you get to the end of yourself, when you get to the end of the wallet, when you get to the end of the mortgage, when you get to the end of the rent, when you get to the end of the end, fall into the arms of the Savior. Fall into the arms of Jesus Christ. Today we have a rat race. We are being distracted. I mean, I love celebrity news. But day in, day out, following what Beyonce is doing, what Jay-Z is doing, what Kanye is doing, it's a distraction. The news, it's a distraction. Anything that takes your attention away from Jesus Christ is a distraction. Believe wholeheartedly and full-heartedly that God is able and will provide for all your needs. He created this world. He created the universe. He created the galaxies. He created space. He created everything. Can He not feed you? Can He not shelter you? Can He not? He can and He will. That's why I suggest that you get this book and you read it. And your faith grows. Because at the end of the day, it won't matter. That job won't matter. That money in your account, it won't matter. Your purpose in life, or career, or this or that, it will not matter. When you die, and you don't know when that is, when you die, you're going back to your Maker. And your Maker, according to this book, may reject you if you did not live your life for Him in this world. So choose wisely and don't be distracted by the things of this world. As I'm recording this, I am also reinforcing it in myself, because I too get sidelined and sidetracked, and of course I want to be a CEO. Of course I want to live in a penthouse. Yes, of course I want those prestigious jobs. Yes, I want to walk around draped in Louis Vuitton and Dior and Givenchy. Of course. But when the breath is taken away from me and I go back to my Creator and my body decays, will luxury matter? Will title matter? Will prestige matter? Will reputation matter? No. All that will matter is who I put my faith and trust in, and that is Jesus Christ, the Most High God. I hope that you do the same. So instead of pursuing your career, instead of looking for the rent to pay, take those bills, take those rent bills, and bring them to the altar, bring them to the feet of Jesus Christ, and say, Lord, you created me. You made me. I believe in you. These are the things that stress me. These are the things that hold me back. These are the things that distract me from fully putting my all into you. Please take care of them. Please. And do your best to submit, fully surrender to Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior of this world, of humanity. Thank you for watching this video to this point. I hope that you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel. Like, share this video, please. But please subscribe to my channel. Let us grow this community, the Mental Wellness Channel community. Till the next video, see you shortly.